If you or someone you love has cancer, diabetes, or heart disease, you know firsthand how stressful it can be to get needed medicines. Prices are through the roof, even with insurance. But in other wealthy countries, on average, prices are half of what we pay. How could that be? Unlike other wealthy countries, our government doesn't regulate the price of drugs. Instead, it gives drug companies patent protections on new drugs that allow them to set sky-high prices, even when these drugs offer no better treatments than drugs already on the market. Why not regulate drug prices like every other wealthy country so that we pay no more than they do? We'd save about $250 billion a year. Yes, that's the number. We'd pay about half of the $489 billion we spend today at the pharmacy and at the hospital. What would happen to the discovery of new drugs? If the U.S. regulated drug prices, drug companies would spend less on research than they do now. But the dirty little secret is that most drug companies spend only a small portion of their revenues on research. Today, the National Institutes of Health spend tens of billions of taxpayer dollars on drug research. In fact, every one of the 210 drugs the FDA approved between 2010 and 2016 had NIH research funding. That's our tax dollars paying for a lot of innovation that the drug companies profit from. Drug companies tend not to invest their money in discovering the breakthrough medications we need. They like to invest in new versions of their profitable drugs. For example, they might invent a new way of delivering their brand name medicine. They can then extend the patent on that medicine, prevent generic competition, and continue to charge high prices for the drug. If the U.S. regulated drug prices, the government could apply billions of dollars it would save on prescription drug costs to additional research, and it could target that money to the breakthrough drugs we need, improving innovation. So what's keeping us from regulating drug prices? The overwhelming majority of Americans want the U.S. to rein in drug prices. It's the pharmaceutical and health insurance industries and others with money to be made off drugs that fight to keep the government from regulating prices. Medicare for All, an expanded and improved Medicare for everyone, would use the leverage of 330 million Americans to rein in drug prices. Americans could finally afford the medications we need. Is there any reason we should be paying more than every other wealthy country for our drugs?